Everything hurt, and I thought I was gonna die. Stick around, I'll fill you in.
Starving in the schools, starving for attention, killing to be cool cause we're just dying for affection. Starving in the streets, tell me what I'm missing.
Alright, well, let's start off with the nastiness first. Some of you may have read one of my posts here a while back, and I have been dealing with COVID for the last about 13 weeks. Came down with it shortly after I posted my last video, the one with the up to Thunder Knob. I came down with it the following Tuesday. Had a little bit of a cough that Monday. Yeah, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. Basically, it was bad enough to where if I had to, for any way for me to feel any better, I would have had to die. So for those of you who maybe don't know anybody who's had it, or if you have not had it, take the regular flu, multiply that by 100 times, and then just throw in a whole mixed bag of all kinds of other crap. I basically had a headache for about 2.5 weeks I couldn't get rid of. Short right down into using hydrocodone, and that didn't do any good. I was admitted into the emergency Wednesday. I don't even remember what date it was, but I went in because I was feeling so bad. I was starting to throw up. They hooked me up to IVs. It was interesting. One of the questions they asked me was that, well, have you had your shots yet? And of course I said no, because, you know, if I'd had my shots, I wouldn't be in here now, would I? Interestingly enough, the ER doctor said, well, we're getting people coming in here who have COVID and have severe symptoms that have also had the vaccine as well. So you can take that for what it's worth. Now, my wife contracted it as well. Hers was more like just a nasty cold. I'm still dealing with some congestion in my chest, a little bit of a cough, but I'm no longer contagious. All the symptoms have pretty much gone away. Yeah, it was nasty stuff. You don't want to get that stuff, I'll tell you that right now. But now my immune system is picked up, so I'm pretty happy about that. Just going to get rid of this chest congestion, and we'll be back at it. So that's the nastiness. That's the worst part of this update. Part 2 of this update. A while back I did a hiker challenge with that tutu. That has not materialized. Luke opted out, which I understand. I'm not holding anything against him for that. I fully understand. So I'm going to come up with something else. I think probably what I'm going to end up doing with that is I will wear it on a hike and do a fundraiser for the Pacific Northwest Trail, which is another long trail. It goes from, for those of you who don't know, it goes from Glacier, Montana, all the way to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State. And it's a fairly new trail. And ironically, some of the headquarters are right in the same town that I live, and I do support them. So that's probably what I'll do with that. I'm not sure which trail I'll do it with, or which trail I'll wear it on, or who I'll do it with, but look for that to be coming up here pretty soon on a video. Well, I have a bunch of overnights and a bunch of day hikes planned. A couple of my overnights, I'm going to be going up to a lake, hopefully with my son. This will be in the fall after all the snow's melted, because the snow hangs up in this lake for quite a while. For those of you who are fishermen, they plant golden trout up in there, and it's a very difficult lake to get to. In fact, great, we got kids yelling. It's about 3,500 vertical feet in about a mile. So, but the trail's much longer than that. So it's very difficult to get into. So we'll be doing that as an overnight. I'm also planning on heading over to Idaho and maybe the Sawtooth and do some hiking with Danny Schaefer. If you haven't checked out his channel, check him out. Let's see, I think it's right up here. Yep, it's right there. I'll put the link right up there. But check out his channel. He's a fairly new guy. Really good videos, and he goes to some really beautiful country. I am looking forward to going to Idaho. So Danny, if you're watching, hopefully we'll see you over there this summer. So for you folks that are out there that fish or maybe think about fishing, I'm going to be kind of focusing maybe more on going up into some of the high mountain lakes this year. Some of it's going to actually be some bushwhacking, because a lot of these lakes, the trails have not been maintained, if there's a trail at all. But one of the nice cool things about our fish and game up here department is that they stock a lot of these high alpine lakes, and people just can't get into these places. There's some that there was actually there's another couple lakes, I'm not going to mention them here, but I've fished it years ago and ended up pulling like a 16-inch rainbow out, and just a big fat, they call them pigs. We did keep it and eat it. So that's kind of, I'm going to focus on that a little bit this year. Now last year I had attempted to go up and tag the monument. Actually, it was the year before last, I believe. I wanted to go up and tag the monument on the, let's see, it would be I think it's the L section of the PCT from from Harts Pass up to, actually it goes from Rainy Pass up to the border and then back to Harts Pass. So I may try to attempt that again this year, because I really like to do that. That would be also a fall trip. Now, having COVID, kind of a sad thing, but I did lose almost 16 pounds. So it was a goal I had. I didn't quite want to do it that way, but it kind of worked out that way. But one of the things I want to do, that on the side, one of the things I want to do is I want to go back up to Ptarmigan Ridge. I'll put a link up here to the last video. That was an awesome trip. Jesse and I went up there with one of his old girlfriends, and but we didn't make it up quite as far as I wanted to go. I wanted to go up to Kaiser Camp and the Pinnacles. We didn't quite make it that far. I was out of shape. We got a late start, you know, and just things didn't work out, and I was tired and Gus was tired. So that's the plan, is to get an early start and head up that way and get up in there farther. We may also go back to Chain Lakes and do some fishing there and stay for a couple days. I want to get to a couple of these places and just get in there for 2 or 3 days and just kind of hang out and chill. I'm not a racing hiker or anything like that, so you know, that's kind of where we're going to go with that whole deal. You know, lots of day hikes. There's a lot of little short day hikes around here that I want to do. Some over the hump. We'll throw the camper on and go do some day hikes over that way. I really do want to get over towards the eastern part of Washington State, the Poseidon Wilderness, the Horseshoe Bend area, or the Horseshoe Bend area, and do some hiking up in there. It's been a long time. I'm thinking maybe this fall also of maybe doing some trail magic up on the PCT up in Rainy Pass. I've been wanting to do that for a couple years, but I typically am out hiking and just don't have the time or the desire to do it. But I think it'd be kind of fun this year. There's a big group of people coming through the PCT this year, so unlike last year when everything was shut down. So that might be kind of fun. Now, as far as my foot goes, it's a lot better. It's healed up. Unfortunately, I was supposed to stay off of it like into May or June, no hiking, and it was going to be really tough for me to do. But I guess one of the bonuses of that COVID was that it kept me off my feet. So yeah, I'm closer to hiking. Okay, well, on a final note, we are creeping up on 1,000 subscribers. Like I told you here a while back, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. So we are like less than 50 subscribers away from that. So I will be posting a video when we hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'll be giving away some swag. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot. We now have a merchandise store. I'll post a link down the bottom here in the description. Check that out. So part of the giveaway will be some of the swag from there, and some goodies from REI, some camping stuff, some hiking stuff, you know, stuff you can actually use. Anyways, I don't like doing giveaways, but when we hit 1,000 subscribers, that is a huge milestone for a channel. It opens up a lot more features for both the users and viewers, and for the creators. So I'm looking forward to that. So anyways, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of giveaways, but you know, I appreciate all of you watching and your comments. And yeah, that's about it. Don't get the COVID. It's nasty crap, let me tell you. But if you want to lose weight, hey, 2 weeks, actually about 3.5 weeks, I lost 16 pounds. So hell of a way to do it, but I'm back. Still got a little bit of chest congestion and a little bit of a cough, but I'm not contagious. I'm over all the main crap. Yeah, it's nasty stuff. We are looking forward to this summer, and see, there, still there. I may just, we still got snow up in the mountains. I may, if I'm up to it in the next week or two, I may go up and try out my 4-season tent that I paid big bucks for last fall and then got hurt, and maybe do an overnight up at Artist Point, which we did a while last March. We were up there before they shut everything down. I was not able to get back up there. I hope the wind's not too bad here. It just picked up, but hopefully it's not messing up the sound. But I want to do that. I want to go do an overnight up there, maybe snowshoe up there, so we may do that. But anyways, there's the skinny, what's been going on. Look forward to, I'm going to be posting some videos here. We're going to be doing some hikes. Right now we're up here in Northern State. Used to be the old mental institution, and there are a boatload of people up here today. So we're going to head back home. I'm going to go ahead and edit this and try and get it posted up today, and then we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you. Don't forget the giveaway. We need 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because you probably can't hear what I'm saying because of the stupid wind right now anyway. So anyways, we'll catch you later.
Make it if you waste your time. Far you gonna go if you don't walk the line? Just give me half a shot and I could blow your mind.